In this video, we're going to be talking about Firemouth Cichlid Care. Coming up. Hey, what's up? It's Ty here, and welcome to my channel, Aquariums with Ty. And on this channel, I do a lot of fish videos as well as product reviews, so if you're new here, consider subscribing. Check out the description below. I'll post my aquarium setups as well as anything I forget to talk about in this video. Let's get into the video. It looks like my cat here, Olivia, wants to join us. Say hi, Olivia. Anyways, so let's talk about Firemouth Cichlid Fry Care. Alright, I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, and I just haven't because I've been busy and I don't know, I just made other videos. So we're gonna make this video right now. Anyways, you also notice that I'm in a different setup. I haven't really shown you guys my betta in this tank. His tank is actually going through a reconstruction right now. That's why it's all bare. But his name's Ocean. He's a crown tail, blue crown tail, and he's awesome. I just haven't shown it. Anyways, so Firemouth cichlids, they're fun to breed, they're fun to raise fry. Mostly the reason I like to is because they display their colors better, and I think that makes for pretty awesome videos and pretty awesome pet. So I never actually planned to breed the Firemouth cichlids or anything like that. I'm not planning on selling them or anything. I just wanted to make videos on them, and then they happened to have babies. And I would have made like videos and shown you guys footage of their eggs, but they laid eggs and hatched before I even noticed because I was out of town for work. So that kind of sucks. So how do we take care of Firemouth cichlid babies? You can pretty much have any setup. These fish are in a tank that have an overflow, and they still don't get sucked down the overflow, but I do have the flow on about half of what it normally is since they were born. And I wouldn't put them necessarily in a tank with a hang-on back filter, or like a tank where the canister filter intake is exposed. On this aquarium, I'm able to, on this aquarium, I'm able to put the canister filter that's on it in the back sump that's connected to the tank. So it's a little bit safer, it's a little bit easier, but I don't do anything special. The other fish, like the black skirt tetras and the other Firemouth cichlids, they don't really have a chance to eat the babies because the parents are so good at guarding them, and they'll take them and they'll take them in their mouths and spit them out where they want them. And they do that a lot more when they're younger, but now that they're getting bigger, you guys don't know yet because I haven't done a video on it, but this is not what they look like now. They're not babies anymore. As far as tank size goes, you're gonna want to put them in, I'm getting meowed at. You're gonna wanna put them in a big enough tank to where the parents can have a big enough territory to where they're not gonna terrorize the rest of the fish. And in fact, this tank that they're in right now, I probably need to move some fish around or do something, because as it is right now, these parents are terrorizing all the other fish, which I expected them to do. If they weren't a pair and breeding, then they would be fine. But when it comes to the babies, they become overprotective and they start, you know, defending their young with super hyper aggression. So I gotta do something. As far as like water parameters go, you're gonna want to make sure you keep the water parameters stable just like you would any other fish, but even more so with young babies that are super small. Because like for example, temperature, when you do a big water change, if you do like 50% water changes like I do, you might accidentally make the water too cold or too hot, and it'll hurt the babies. So you want to be careful when it comes to temperature, and maybe only change out 20% or 25%. Or if you're really good at matching the water, then you can continue as normal, but that would be my advice. And when you're doing the water change, you also want to make sure you don't suck them up with the gravel vacuum. Some things that you can do is either just pay attention while you're vacuuming out the tank, or you can put a fine mesh net with a rubber band over the end of the gravel vacuum. Another thing you can do is if you are trying to breed the Firemouth cichlids, and you're watching carefully and you think they're about to spawn, you can do a big water change and do a pretty good thorough cleaning of your tank before they have the babies. So then that you don't have to do as big of water changes when they're freshly newborn. I already talked about filtration a little bit and how like mine is, but mine's not necessarily optimal. You can put a sponge filter in there if you're scared that the fish are going to get sucked up into the intake. Like if you don't have an external sump, or if you have, you know, an overflow that is gonna suck the fish down. I recommend doing sponge filters for any fry because they can pick off of it as well, and it creates less water flow and less stress. And you know, these fish don't like a ton of water flow as it is already. So what I do to feed them is I feed them like a prepared food already. I feed them Hikari First Bites, which is a good fry food because it's already grind up into really small powder. And what I do is I just put that in a water bottle, poke a hole in either the cap, or get, you know, a good cap that can squirt the food into the tank, and then, you know, shake it up real well, squirt it in, and you're gonna feed the fry really easy. And you can even stick the top underwater so it immediately sinks for the fry. It's pretty easy. Or you can do baby brine shrimp. You don't need to do that. I've never had the need for that, but I don't breed fish. So anyways, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any other videos. If you didn't, hit like anyway, and you know, I don't care. And until next time, guys, Aquariums with Ty is bringing you fish videos and reviews, and I'll see you guys on the next one.